Okay. Well, I'm back. And this time, kind of want to tell you guys a little story. Um, first time I ever freaking, first time I ever smoked weed. Wow, it was crazy. I tripped harder on fucking weed than I did on shrooms. I know you don't trip on weed, but seriously, I was tripping. Like, it was freaking crazy. Like, I was more high than I ever have been in my life. I've only tried shrooms like twice, but still, it was crazy though. Like, oh, alright, this is. I was in 8th grade, and one of my friends hit me up to chill or whatever. I was just like, alright, and I didn't really. I knew what weed was, obviously, but like, he was like, do you have $5 so we can get some bud? And I was just like, and I thought he meant like Bud Light, like beer or whatever, because I didn't know like that bud meant weed back then. And so I told him, he told me that it was weed that he was talking about, and I didn't have any money, but we got some anyways. And this was fucking crazy. Literally, we met up at Kmart, which was like right by my house when I used to live in Florida, and he pulled money out of the bank, and we got somebody to come drive to Kmart to give us the weed or whatever. And I don't know if this shit was sprayed or if it was just my first time or whatever, but holy crap. Well, this isn't the first time I smoked. The first time I smoked, I didn't even get high. It was weird, but like the second time I smoked, it was crazy. I wasn't really expecting that much, to be honest, because the first time I didn't feel shit. I So by the time we got the bud, it was close to dark, and we went to this weird bridge looking thing that was like behind Kmart. It was like this weird bridge thing. Can't really explain it. And then there was just like a drainage underneath it. And we sat there in like a circle, like three. There's me, him, and his friend. And they packed it. They took a hit. I had them light it for me because I was a noob at the time. I didn't really know how to use that shit. I took 3 big ass hits. I coughed like so bad after each freaking hit. The first time I smoked, I didn't even cough. I don't know if I just didn't smoke it right. Like, I inhaled and everything, I guess. Like, maybe I just didn't do it right. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't take big enough hits. But I inhaled, like, took big ass hits, like 3 of them. And I coughed, like, for like 2 minutes straight after, like, each hit. Because this is, like, before I've even smoked anything, so I wasn't, like, used to it. And I was just sitting there, and I didn't feel it at first. Well, at least I didn't notice it at first. I was just sitting there, and I was just like, just kind of just staring off into space, just thinking or whatever. And they were talking, and then it freaking hit me. I was just like, and it hit me hard, like literally. I could not hear. I went completely deaf, and I couldn't really see. Like, all I could see was this small box at the center of my vision, like this, and everything around it was black. And all I could see was this, and it was kind of zooming in and out and stuff. Like, I couldn't hear anything. I was completely deaf. I have no idea why. People were talking to me. They were talking and everything, and I didn't hear one word that they said. I went completely deaf. It's crazy. And I was seeing the box thing or whatever, and sometimes my vision would even go black. But then I'd get that box again, and then like I would come back and be like me again. And of course, I was still high when I'd come back, but I could actually hear and interact and stuff. And I was talking to one of my friends, and like the friend I was with, and he was telling me like how to get like a bowl and stuff like that, and how he can get me bowls. And like in the middle of him talking, I went back to that like tunnel vision thing, and I went deaf again, and I had no idea what he said like after that. Yeah, it was my freaking mom texted me. It was like 8:30, 9 o'clock, whatever. It was after dark or whatever, and she wanted me to come home, and she sent me this big ass paragraph, like that big, of like bitching at me because I wasn't home. And it was weird. That paragraph, I read it and it turned into a song. Like she was like, "Get your ass home now," and like just a bunch of other, and like how I was like grounded, whatever crap, because I was out after dark. Stupid, but that song, like it literally turned into a song. Like it was like, "Get your ass home now," but like I can't like redo it, but it turned into a freaking song. Like I sang that paragraph, and I put my phone down, and and I got that tunnel vision again, and my mind was just like out there. Like I don't even know, like. And I left my phone. I sat there. I was using my phone as like a light so we could all see, and I just put it back down and just kind of ignored it for like 10 minutes because I was way too fucked up to even like react to it. So it's like I didn't even have any anxiety either. Like I was completely chill. Like I was just like I had no idea what was happening, but I was completely chill about it. I had no anxiety, which was surprising because when I did second time I did shrooms, I had like anxiety and crap. But I'm not really doing anything else anymore. I'm probably just sticking with weed because all the other, like, screw the other stuff. I don't care about that. I'm probably just sticking with weed, and I don't really even. I used to smoke like every day, all the time, like multiple times a day, but I've actually laid back a lot. Like I don't even, cause ever since that shroom trip, that like in a way like wasn't like a wasn't technically a bad trip, but it wasn't. It was like the trip itself was pretty cool, but like I felt really down and depressed, and then I don't know. It like switched something like on inside my head. Like now every time I smoke, it's almost like I'm tripping again. Like it's like more psychedelic now. It's really weird. I don't really even smoke as much as I used to be honest. Not nearly as much. But anyway, with the story, I when I finally picked up the phone to like go home or whatever, because she was bitching at me, I was just like, I looked at my phone. I was just like, I gotta go. I told him that I had to go, so we stood up, and I was just like, are my eyes red? And he was like, yes. And it echoed like 5 times. It was like, yes, 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 yes. I was like, it was so freaking weird. It echoed like, and we were walking, and I got on my bike because I had a bike home. This was really fun. I had to bike home, and I had that tunnel vision bullshit again. I almost freaking, I went in the freaking road. I was like, once I snapped back into it, I was in the middle of the road, and I was like, holy shit, I need to get to the side so I don't get hit. And I kept having that, like, but it wasn't nearly as powerful as it was. Like, I was still having that tunnel vision, kind of, but it wasn't, like, as bad as it was, and I didn't go deaf these times. And I had cottonmouth, and I had no idea what cottonmouth was at the time, so I was just like, what is going on? Like, am I tripping, or is this actually happening? Like, I had no idea what cottonmouth was. and I had no idea what it even felt like. Like, all I knew was that I had no spit. My mouth felt really weird, and I was just like, and I kind of just got home, just put my bike down, went straight to my room, kind of just laid down, went to bed because I didn't feel like talking to my mom. And I kind of laid in my bed for like 10 minutes and kind of was just like in that like weird state, like that like weird high state, I guess, just thinking of weird stuff. And eventually I fell asleep, and I woke up the next morning and I was still high. I was still high. I was high all the way till like 1 o'clock the next day. Like, I had to go to school too, like the next day. I was fucking high like 3/4 of that school day. And I finally came down. There were 7 periods in middle school. I finally came down in 5th period. I wasn't like high, but like I could still feel it. But I don't know. I probably didn't tell you guys all the details that happened, but it was pretty crazy. Like, to actually go through that yourself. It may not really seem like that, like it's really that much, but probably because I didn't really give you guys all the details. Well, I did, but not like fully, I guess. But all I know is that I have never been that high in my freaking life, ever. And I have tried, not gonna lie, a lot of different stuff, and I've never been that high. It's crazy. I don't do anything, though, to be like, last year I tried a bunch of stuff, but I didn't really like it, because, I don't know. I'd rather just stay with weed. But, literally, even when I took fucking shrooms, I wasn't even that high. Like, I didn't, and everything was kind of spinning too, like, I don't know, it was crazy. I have no idea why it was so intense, or if that crap was sprayed or what, but the second time I got high was not nearly that strong. It was, I don't know, but, and the cool thing about all of that is I had all that shit going on, and I had no paranoia, no anxiety. I was completely chill. Like, I look back on it now, like, after, because I do have to admit, I get anxiety sometimes now, which I don't know why. I think it's just the mental state that I'm in right now. I'm kind of going through a lot mentally. That's why I've kind of backed off with, like, weed and just other stuff, because I'm not in a good mental state right now. I was before, like, I could handle that shit perfectly fine before. But I need to get my shit together before I can really do anything. And probably only gonna do weed, to be honest, like, unless I'm at like a festival or like a party or something, but very rare occasions. I don't even know if I even am, because I don't really like tripping all that much anymore. I liked it the first few times, but after the first few times, it's just, they just kind of suck, to be honest. Like, it's more, I don't know, I can't explain it, but I can't believe I had no anxiety or paranoia. Like, I was just completely chill and calm, even with my mom being fucking pissed off and crap. Like, normally, like, a few years, like, even after that experience, if I were to get high with Daniel or something, my boyfriend, we would always be paranoid about coming home, because we'd be like, shit, do I look high? Like, are they gonna know? Like, I didn't even care. That was not even on my mind. I didn't even think about that. All I did was come home, go to bed. I didn't even think about talking to my mom or her talking to me, like, even though she was pissed off. I didn't even think about that. And I'm just surprised at how chill I was with all that. It was pretty cool. But yeah. Just figured I would share that with you guys.